Hey guys, a new day, a new topic. Is it possible to get a job as a cold sales manager after years of severe stuttering? As a consultant or just as a manager where you have to talk all day for many hours? There. Could be 100 contacts, maybe 50 contacts, each lasting 5, 10 or 15 minutes. Yes, you can work as anyone. The main thing is to get rid of stuttering properly. And this can be done at any age by following the right program. For example, I dreamed of getting rid of stuttering in my childhood. I always wanted to speak well. And by my teenage years, when I was 16, 17 or 18, I was already dreaming of working as a consultant at least. I always dreamed of getting rid of stuttering. I always wanted to speak well. And already in my teenage years, when I was 16, 17 or 18, I dreamed of working as a consultant at least. There were Euroset and Sviaznoy because I understood that it was a job involving conversation where you would express yourself not through force, but through your mind, through intelligence. I was drawn to this, and then by the age of 20, 21 or 22, I was already dreaming of being a top manager, for example, in a leadership position where you also need to communicate, not just stay silent. Let me tell you a little about myself. I stuttered until I was 23, severely. In school, it was a significant issue. I often replaced a lot of words. I was often not called to the board and was asked to answer in writing, instead of answering orally like the rest of the class. Only after school did I start to manage a bit more. I actively started replacing words because I wanted to embarrass myself less, but that was just uncovering the problem. But not her decision. After I turned 23, when I had already figured out my problem in detail, I started allowing myself to communicate a lot with different people. To do this with the best comfort, meaning the quality of my speech, just like the quality of my life, it improved, and I was very happy about it. I was for the first 4 months. Maybe it's just that I'm on cloud 9. It's like the sea is up to my knees, despite the failures in other areas that I then were haunting you. Yeah, so you shouldn't think that you'll get rid of stuttering and then everything will just be smooth and fine. No, sometimes you get rid of stuttering and realize that, for example, there was some problem you thought was due to stuttering, but in reality it was partially because of the stuttering. And then you need to look at it and work in a different direction. So here's the thing, partially because of the stuttering, and then you need to look at it and work in a different direction. So yes, you can even work as a sales manager, but not right at the beginning of the course. And towards the end, or after this course, because first you need to work on the basics, you need to figure out what's happening to you during a stutter. You need to practice counteractions, understand and realize your counteractions to the stuttering responses that your body has developed. Without this normal progress, there won't be any awareness, understanding, following, applying, getting results, feedback, correction of mistakes, because there will definitely be mistakes along this path, but the corrections will be more skillful. Do you understand what exactly you need to do right now to either get out of the stutter and to speak normally, or even to foresee a speech block in advance and not confront it? Not to engage in conflict, just to bypass it. You can all go down the normal path and everything is possible. It just takes some time, optimization, acclimatization, so that by the end of the first month you can reduce your mistakes by about 50%. That's really achievable. Then there's also work in the second and third months, and then usually around the fourth month, typically from the fourth to the sixth month. And then usually around the fourth month, usually from the fourth to the sixth month, I personally recommend that if someone is looking for a job, they should find a position that involves a lot of conversation, even if it's low paying. So consultants anywhere, the main thing is to speak, because that will be his investment. It's advisable to work on it after the course, for example, after our course breakthrough, around the third or fourth month of training, when the course is already finished. At least work for 2 months, 60 days, 2 months, or even 3 months. How I did it was by being in a conversational speech position where you're just talking every day. Well, it's 5 days a week and you do this for many hours, so you get tired. In order for you to develop a reflex for normal speech in one go, and then you could just work somewhere in non-conversational positions. But what you need is already embedded in you, and then you just used it unconsciously. So your brain will use it unconsciously and you won't even have to worry about it. Once in a lifetime, it's possible and necessary. I recommend working as a consultant after the course. Yes, it can be in any field. The main thing is to speak, to talk, to have conversations, or just to communicate. But if you have, and you need a job and communication, then you can even combine them in order to achieve a very good, so to speak, lifelong positive dynamic. This is my experience. And some of my students who also looked for jobs after the course managed to get positions that involve speaking. Their experience also proves this. It's important not only to successfully complete the course and communicate well during it, and then with family and close ones, but later on in more stressful work situations, really solidify it. Because if we really solidify this, then roughly speaking, we only need 6 months, 3 months for the course, and 2 to 3 months we can take 3 for speech practice. Then if all of this ends successfully, most likely you will never think about new solutions for overcoming stuttering again in your life. You will have already established patterns, and you will just be spending your energy, attention, time on other problems in your life that will definitely come up. You will have already established patterns, and you will just be spending your energy, attention, time for other problems in your life that will definitely come up. Unfortunately, stuttering is not the last or the most important problem that people have in general, because most people don't stutter at all. But you can see how many problems they have. Well, yeah, okay, problems. It's not just because of stuttering. That's already a topic for a separate video. So get ready to land a speaking position after the course, or just talk more in your field, in your business. A lot to get tired of this, because in the end, this will be the guarantee of your success.